If there's one thing my family knows, it's that I love thrifting. So we went on a thrifting trip for my 30th birthday through North Carolina and South Carolina and found some really cool things. Come along with me and I'll show you what I found. Digging through the racks at thrift stores is one of my favorite things to do. I love it because you find some of the most unique pieces, vintage pieces. You can find a lot of gems this way. Guys, it finally happened. I found a pair of vintage bell-bottoms at Goodwill. So Tim and I are in Winston-Salem on a trip, and we found some really cool stuff at this Goodwill. It's a really good one. Okay, so it finally happened. We went to this Goodwill here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I found the coolest vintage pair of bell-bottoms with these zippers on there. I cannot wait to try these on and list them on Edison's place. On this trip, we went to a bunch of Goodwills, Restores, Salvation Armies, and some local thrift stores. I really like to do that and mix it up because you never know what you're gonna find. So the local thrift stores as well as the chains are great to hit up. After you go to so many thrift stores, you kind of start to get a sense of deja vu. You start looking around and you're like, have I seen this before? But it just kind of also makes the really unique pieces stand out that much more. I'm no expert, but when you find a flamingo hat, you should probably get it. Oh, hey. And then there's some things that nobody really needs. Don't look at me like that. It was an investment.
Yeah.
Work it, Tim. Score. Okay, so we are back from our thrifting trip. We found a lot of really cool stuff. I found tons of 60s, 70s clothes and a few pieces of home decor. So I wanted to share these things with you guys. These things will be coming to Edison's Place, our Etsy shop. So this is probably from the 60s or 70s skirt. It's the Sarah Kay brand. It's a large pleated blue skirt. I thought it was really, really cool. And actually, it was kind of funny. After I thrifted this, I went into an H&M and they had tons of pleated skirts, a lot like this, but vintage. So it just proves that things come back into style eventually. This is a really cool shirt. This has a Sears Permapressed tag on there, and in the collar you can actually feel it's like got little pieces in there that keep it straight looking. But this is a really cool kind of like paint splattery flower pattern. I thought this was so neat. I keep finding these collared shirts lately. This was actually one of the last things I found. It's like an 80s, 90s type dress, and it's just got a really good fit to it. It's got like a sweetheart neckline, all these buttons on it. It's actually got shoulder pads, but I loved these sheer polka dot sleeves. I thought that was kind of really cool. This is like a 60s, 70s wood like cheese tray or platter. You could put little hors d'oeuvres on there, little snacks, and it's kind of shaped like a tree and made of real wood, so that is really, really neat. I liked all the different little compartments there. And then these, I have been looking for bell bottoms pretty much since I started thrifting. They've been really popular lately, and I thought it's either gonna take me a really, really long time to find them or I'm never gonna find any. But I actually found some at the very first thrift store we went to, which was a Goodwill. These bell bottoms, they're so cool. Super high-waisted. They have these 4 zippers on the front and pocketless back. But look at that. They're like a green, kind of like a jean material, But the brand, here's the tag. It's Moody's Goose. Looked these up and they're super rare. I've only been able to find like blue jean looking ones. These are definitely an interesting color. But kind of the giveaway was this tag. It just said Hong Kong on it, and it definitely looked older. And these just kind of jumped out at me on the shelf. So that is all that I found on our thrifting trip. If I find anything on a trip, I consider it a successful trip, but I love finding all the 60s, 70s clothing, home decor. So I was really, really excited to find that stuff. The thrift stores in North Carolina in particular, I mean, between it and South Carolina, I kind of like North Carolina just a tad bit better. But both really great prices in the Goodwills, Salvation Armies, and in the re-home stores or restores. So yeah, if you ever take a trip out there to like the Blue Ridge Parkway, you can go along there. We kind of took a trip from around there through Charleston, and there's a lot of good thrift stores to hit. So that is all of our finds from our North Carolina and South Carolina thrifting trip. It was really, really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and of course I had a lot of fun thrifting. That's just something that I love to do. If you're watching this on IGTV, feel free to leave a comment on some other kinds of videos about thrifting that you'd like to see. I'm thinking about teaming up with a friend of mine and doing kind of a Q&A thrifting video, so stay tuned for that. And if you're watching from YouTube and you want to get more tips on thrifting and just kind of get inspired as far as thrifting vintage goes, you can follow my Instagram at the Redhead Chronicles. And I hope you guys like this. I will see you guys later. Bye.